Back to San Cristobal. My favorite. Only now things are literally exponentially worse. Yeah, we're back, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Alien Isolation, or should I say Aliens Isolation? I'd always thought that this game seems determined to hit the beats of the movies. Even if it is telling an original story, well, now it's hit the beat of escalation in the sequel. We managed to start a reactor purge, which might have killed off some of the local insect population, but certainly not all of it, and our problem is much, much worse than it was before. Yeah. And you know, it's only now, though, when at the worst possible time, right after we had some time largely to ourselves, that I'm just realizing I have not done nearly enough exploring, nearly enough backtracking. And so now, with things far more dangerous than ever, I am actually going to go out of my way to try and return to some of the locked doors and other such things that I couldn't do before. First of all, I really want to check on Ricardo. You sealed yourself in. Or did you move on? I honestly don't remember. It's been a couple days since I played. Imagine having to cut your way into what was formerly your safe haven, but, you know, the board's constantly changing in this. That's what I love about this narrative. It's... Got a lot of back and forth. Okay, never mind. Alright, we out. This place is under new management, clearly. Well, I screwed up your lockdown, and I am not sorry. Symed, I'm not going back there just yet. Engineering decks. We're in Systec. God, this whole place is full of jerks. I guess somebody survived. Oh, look at these bodies piled up. Actual fresh corpses that appear in between areas. There's so many things that I would like to do, but I've just lost track over the course of the game of all the different places I could go, although this is certainly one of them. I'm not going to spend too long on backtracking, especially since, yeah, device invalid. There's still more I can do. It's like, what do you expect from me here? Every time I try to backtrack, it turns out I still can't do these things, no matter how much I've upgraded. God, this is the worst. It's like, man, look at that uncanny valley. The way this child's face is such an unnatural smile, her dead eyes, her limp arms. Truly a horrifying piece of media. And the robots are pretty creepy, too. Oh, we can actually crawl into this elevator. Ooh, you got some good stuff on you. Maybe we'll utilize the stun baton on the Joes. Well, I tried to do things the easy way. Oh my god, that is so dumb! So not only does it not save when you go between areas, like it says it is, I'm getting a weird bug now where I'm, like, super slow. What? Okay, there we go. Did we fix it? That was really, really weird. Alright, well, if anything, that just means that we get our flamethrower fuel back. I'm not gonna waste time going back. It seems like everything is still gonna be locked to me anyway.
Did you manage to get to comms?
I'm here, but I was too late. Apollo's recovered from the reactor purge and locked out external comms again.
Damn it. So why'd you send me here?
Plan B, Rip. See, before I left, the system showed a ship approaching Sevastopol. I think it's the Anesidora. Marlow managed to send out his auto codes to call it in while comms were temporarily open.
We've got to get to it. Is it docking?
No, but it's in a holding position nearby. Head for the ambulance bay. The shuttles are really short range, but they'll make it.
Got it.
How do we feel about attempting to escape in the craft that brought this thing here? Can we be sure that it's safe? I mean, let's be real, we already know the answer to that. Alright, well, let's check our map and see what we're doing. All we've got to do is make it down the hall. No problemo. By which I, of course, mean we really need to loot. Now here's a question. How many Molotovs do we have? 2. We basically haven't been using those. Can always use them in a pinch if there's an alien threat. But there's still... Restore power. There's still so much that I haven't been able to access. Tell you what, if I get you, do you actually, like, do you reveal things I can interact with? I mean, most places I've already walked through entirely. Alright, well, I've heard the aliens stomping around. Let's just get out of here. To primary care floor. My favorite place in the whole world. Hey, I remember this.
Launch on my terminal. Marlow's already taken one of the shuttles.
Okay, well, let's loot you for all you've got. Thank you for having fresh stuff. Now, is this place still gonna kill me slowly? Alright, I forgot about you. And what an insult to injury it'll be if there's aliens crawling all over here after the failed attempt to blow them up. But at least this is sort of working now. Well, not really, but maybe we can cut this open. There we go. Yeah, the lack of things that I'm able to open, even far in hindsight, is pretty disturbing, because it's kind of making me think, is this game, like, even longer than I thought? Because it's already got more false endings than Return of the King. But we have here a gas room, which I can now revisit. So it's not all bad. There must be a reason, though, right? I mean, I can hide in the locker. Ah, right here, another Nostromo log.
Sounds like the system check went okay. Some ducts still need rewriting, but as I keep getting told, there's not much we can do about it when the Nostromo is in the air. Parker's coming up with the sign-off sheets. But I know Ripley wants to chew his ear about the secondary load unit. I'm gonna stay out of it for now. They know what they're doing. Dallas, Nostromo Captain, signing off.
You know, you are my go-to example for why it's weird in this game that vents are such a safe haven, and why I kind of thought they would be the exact opposite. Let's figure out where we're going from here, because this room is still actively trying to kill us. Oh god, I hate these sounds. It's just all the creaks and groans of the place falling apart. They're very, very anxiety-inducing when you're already training yourself to listen for that thing up there. Always just above you, always just parallel to you in that second world in the vents. Through here, I've already spent so much time messing with this place. Locked. Oh, but perhaps I can open you after I save. You know, way after I save. Oh, great, it's you guys. You know, I would really love to deal with you, but I'm worried that the bolt gun will attract aliens, so I'm just gonna come over here in an effort to hide from my problems. There we go. Love the fact that you guys are all around now. You might have seen me come in here, so you know what? I'm just gonna deal with it. Okay, what's the deal with Sebastopol's safety protocols and why aren't there any? I can do that and hide. Yep, I knew I made the right call on that. Later tater. You know, I think one of the biggest advantages in a survival game such as this is being able to go back and watch yourself play, and it wasn't until like episode 3 or 4 was already recorded that I started editing. It's a long process because these episodes are so much longer, but it really is worthwhile because, you know, it's a lot easier to see things that you might have missed or things you could have done when you're watching yourself as opposed to in it. Oh, come on. Come on, get in! Get in! Okay, we're... Scene can't decide what it wants to do. Oh, we could just open it with that. We don't even need to log into the terminal. But is there any reason why we need to be here? You're fast approaching. I always seem to just make it, huh? You guys are going to be getting so much more aggressive now, aren't you? Now that you're literally everywhere? You're impeding my freedom of movement. I don't think I've heard that sound cue before. Get out of here. I haven't had them randomly try a locker yet, but I'm worried that they can. Come on now. If you're gonna come for me, just do it. Enough of this playing around. There's an elevator here that I could escape from to crisis stabilization. Yeah, I'm thinking screw our plans of going backwards. But from here, hopefully a new door is opened. It's about all I can think of. Don't open things. Ambulance bay, yes. Okay. Okay, I know just where I am. Just gotta get out. Go. Oh my god. I hear you dropping down. I hear you dropping down and I see what I have to do. It's just... it's gonna take time. I'm in an inopportune spot. Get out of here. Goodbye. I don't have time for your crap. And you're gonna kill me very soon because, you know, right where I am, there's the Flashbang Mark III. But I've still got a door to open. If I can, of course. I mean, what would be the best course of action in a situation like this? You're literally right there. God, the drool, the way it, like, leaks down, it is such a nice touch. I'm not sure what that black smoke is supposed to be. That might just be vent nastiness. And I had forgotten there could be more than one. Howdy, go away. At a certain point, it might be better just to reload to get my flamethrower fuel back. You seem to have left that vent. Okay, let's... oh my god. Yeah, in the end, I've just opted for a reload because that was way too much flamethrower fuel. That was like a couple hours play worth of flamethrower fuel. So we'll grab you. And just try and hurry. Yeah, the animation to put down the access tuner just takes way too friggin' long, and there you are again! Are you just scripted to walk in at this moment? Get out of here. just run right through. Give me this. There we go. Okay, you, and you. Let's hurry this up. And wait a full 5 to 10 business days to put that away.
Just punch the dash.
What about you?
I hear you stomping behind me. But let's go. What's the worst that can happen, right? Every once in a while, this game reminds us of where it is we are. Okay, so, taking all bets. Did we bring an alien on board, or was there one already here? Answer, plenty of time to find out.
Ricardo, can you hear me?
Out of range. Not sure how much longer the link's gonna last. How much longer the link's gonna last.
Well, that's not good. I have to say, though, I talked before about how the story has back and forth, twists and turns, which is so great for keeping you engaged in a narrative, especially one that could have been so simple as hide from the thing. But in the case of the characters, I like how we have this moment of, like, we're introduced to the Marshals, we don't trust them at all at first, and that trust actually kind of continues to degrade. Ricardo himself was introduced as just kind of a side character, just the yes man to Waits. And through process of elimination, he's kind of become our guy. The ship is not unlike ours. The one we woke up in the beginning. It's like crawling through one of those tubes at a McDonald's play place. Designed by H.R. Geiger. One of his lesser-known works, really. I'm sorry I'm so quiet, it's just I'm listening really carefully because I don't trust this one little bit. Not one iota. Give me your things, please. Flamer fuel, yes, 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 and shotgun shells. Meaning you think I'm going to be using both in the near future. 281 fuel is actually not a lot. Signal detected. Marlow. Heist says he's just picked up some kind of signal. I've got Lewis trying to decode it now. Could be the Nostromo. Want to come up and see for yourself? And with that one little email, the whole civilization died. Technician's report, October 24th, 2137. Marlow. I just had to do some much-needed work on the sublight engines. The old girl was complaining so loudly I'm surprised something didn't fall off during the last jump. We keep pushing her like this, and we're going to end up being the only salvage crew hitchhiking through deep space. And it's going to be an expensive job, so let's hope you're right about that beacon. It could be our last chance for a decent paycheck. Anyway, I had to reset the door code afterwards. The new one is 4510. Lewis.
Sevastopol. Marlow and Foster woke up first. She looked terrible. Meeks and me are about to take a shuttle to the station. But well, this has got to break quarantine procedures, right? It's Marlow's ship. She's Marlow's wife. And things got heated, and Meeks got a bloody nose. So, I don't know. Maybe the doctors will give her the all clear and things can get to normal. But if they sniff it out when we get on board, I don't want any part of it. Marlow doesn't pay nearly enough for that kind of noise.
She was his wife. Well, that explains his desperation to get her treatment. But he certainly didn't betray any feelings about it when we met him before. Alright. What was it? 45... Nope, 45... 10? And I guess we can restart all of this nonsense. Anything we can see beyond that? No. I mean, this could be it. We could be out, or trying to leave could be dooming all of humanity. It depends. The thing about Alien is that the situation is almost like The Thing. You want everyone to survive, but you also know that doing so would mean spreading it. You almost can't survive no matter how hard you fight. Oh god, is something wrong? I mean, they did talk about how this thing had problems. Oh no. Now what do I do? Oh no, it's gotta be fixed to be a minigame, doesn't it? Oh, I should have known. Is this gonna be higher stakes? No, come on. You. There we go, good as new. All hardware faults resolved. Just can't help but think about how much noise this is all making.
In case you're hearing me, I've got the Anisidor's basic power systems back online. Doors should be open. Hopefully some light. Still no sign of Marlow.
Hey, Ripley. Welcome to Anesidora.
Marlow? Where are you, Marlow?
Thanks for switching the power back on. Saved me a job. I only needed it offline temporarily. I had some things to fix.
Are you gonna give me some issues? I mean, I'm going to insist on you being a ride out of here.
I think we may have broken our losing streak. We've barely been scraping a living the past couple of years, and the Anesidora is starting to look like the wrecks we salvage. Can't say the crew's been faring any better. Then we found that flight recorder. It belongs to a ship, the Nostromo, Weyland-Yutani property. That means there'll be a reward. But then Marlow had an even better idea. Extrapolate the path of the flight recorder to try to find the wreck of the Nostromo. We got lucky. Found a distress signal, and now we're following it. This is it. I can feel it in my bones. He always said he'd do right by me.
Remember earlier when I commented how this game almost feels like a sequel to something we never got? I just love how fleshed out every character's path is through the place, even the seemingly, like, very minor people. I mean, it's like every single person that has a log on a computer, you can find their body somewhere and almost do the detective work to figure out their whole path. Of course, with the Anesidora crew, it's a bit more clear. The voice we just heard is the body we saw on the slab like 8 or 9 hours of gameplay ago.
Maybe you want to join my crew. Plenty of free spots.
Ripley, Marlow double-crossed me. He said he'd give me all the
Taylor? Taylor! Marlow, what are you doing?
Whoa!
What no one else seems prepared to do. Come find me, Ripley. I got something for you.
Okay, so two really horrible things just happened all at once. First of all, we found out that yes, he is hostile and double-crossing us. Second, there are aliens on board, meaning this is no way off. And it may have faded, but I did for the first time note that texture. You can actually see the alien blood burning its way through the floor. Also, he let her talk for a really long time, considering he didn't want her to. Oh, it's a radio. Should I be keeping more of an eye out? Well, our revolver may have more of a use yet. Sebastopol. Whatever it was that attached itself to Foster is dead. I found it on the floor by her bed, all curled up like a spider. Foster said she felt fine, but I insisted on putting her into hypersleep. That thing must have done something to her. But maybe I can slow the process. Sebastopol's the nearest station, so I'm gonna get her checked out. Quarantine will be a problem, but I figure the Nostromo flight recorder may be the ticket in. Whatever we have to do. Actually, a sequel to a sequel. It's like we're part 3, and their story was part 2, because all of this begins from, well, from the Nostromo story.
Anesidora, this is Marshal Waits of Sevastopol. Officially, I should deny your request to dock. Sevastopol is currently being decommissioned, and I can't compromise security for unscheduled vessels. However, in the light of the property you found, I will allow a small number of your crew to dock via a short-range shuttle. I must remind you that Sebastopol is entitled to a cut of any reward for return of said property once it's on station. Let me know your decision. Waits up.
And they were in no position to argue. Alright, let's try this thing. You. This was actually one of the low-level easy ones. Keeping an eye out in all directions. And an ear. You really reduced this thing to a linear path. Kinda makes me wonder what most of these rooms even do. Maybe we could shoot that in a pinch? Maybe this whole thing is getting ready to collapse.
Brought us to Sebastopol. Broke all the rules, getting through the door. That was stupid of me. Stupid. You don't beat this thing, Ripley. You can't. All you can do is refuse to engage. You gotta wipe out every trace, destroy any clue, stop its infection from spreading. Make sure there's no chance of the human race ever making contact with it again. Because the moment it makes contact, it's won. The company's never gonna know what happened here. Nobody is. I won't allow it.
The thing is, like, this is your I'm going to kill us all villain moment. And he's probably right. I cannot argue with anything he's saying. I mean, a better use of the reactor core probably would have been to just blow the entire station. How many layers of security are you putting us behind? Answer, I can certainly see how you feel the entirety of human existence depends on me not reaching you. What am I doing? Also, was the facehugger we shot, was that the one that attached itself to Foster? Because I remember them always like ending up on the floor and curled up after they do their thing. But do they get up again after that? That bit of lore I am not familiar with. Oh, you're giving us a save right here, are you? Well, let's certainly make use of that. Left or right? Oh, look, we're getting into a place that looks very puzzle arena-y. Use terminal. Okay, and I'm guessing this is gonna break in all kinds of ways. Okay, yeah, hack maintenance terminal. Here it is, the original copy. Oh my god, this is what we've been after this entire time. It's right here.
Added report. Personal message. This is for my daughter. Hi, Amanda. I'm recording this for you, my sweetheart, and I hope you get to hear it one day. You see, I got into trouble. My ship, there was an accident, sweetheart, and, we found an alien creature. It was very dangerous, and the only way we could stop it was to destroy the ship. I'm okay. I'm stuck on this lifeboat, long way out. But we had to destroy the ship. We had to destroy the Nostromo. We just couldn't risk bringing that thing home with us. I needed to protect you. Don't worry. Don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll see you very soon. I love you, sweetheart.
And after all this, we find out that she went through the same thing we're going through now.
Oh my god.
Now you understand.
I still don't understand much.
Overload the fusion reactor.
That'll turn the reactor into a goddamn nuke. You'll destroy the ship and the station.
It'll annihilate every trace of that creature. Ripley, it's the only way. I can't let it live. And I'm not letting the company have it, or they'll just start the whole thing over again.
You've seen the movies, you know they never learn.
Listen to me! We don't have to do this!
Stop! Stop it, Marlow!
Marlow, please.
You heard what your mother did. She understood. If she was here, she'd be helping me. You think she would want company suits knowing the zip code of that creature? No one must know.
There are still people alive on the station! Marlow!
Foster's not. She was my wife. I loved her. And I killed her.
Good job, Suit!
I think I was too late. He set it going. He set it going!
Taylor, I'll stop the overload. You have to help me. Go to that console.
Oh, tag team hacking.
Reactor overload in progress.
Open the fusion system so I can work on them.
What?
I need power sent to the auxiliary generator. Look for the letters AUX.
I found it!
Okay. What does that do for us? That doesn't look good for you. No, seriously, what am I... Oh, right here. Okay, I may have already waited too long. There we go.
Okay, you're doing good, Taylor. Now switch the maintenance terminal from auto to manual. Do you see it?
I can't find it!
It'll be there, Taylor. Trust me. That's it.
Let's go. Come on. You. This thing's getting louder. You. There we are. Now deactivate. It's picking up. Where did he go? Is he still there? Is that him?
Something's happening. I don't understand. Primary systems collapse. Total system-wide cascade failure.
Oh, fuck! Marlow forced an overload! The ship's gonna tear itself apart!
Warning. Critical collapse. Warning. Critical collapse.
Do I just leave or? Okay, the crack is a little late, but we need to go. Run from the burning ship. No, come on. Run from the burning ship. It really is alien now. Oh, look at that. The fire, the lights, the blaring sirens. Nope. Think you'd be able to make it through there. Go. Go, go, go. If we get hurt, we can't do anything about it. There's no time to use the injectors. Here. Oh, now's the time for this thing to collapse. Where are we going? This way. Just gotta keep moving. It's a good thing these things are blowing up piece by piece and not all at once, but we need to get back to that ambulance bay. And if all the xenomorphs could chase me onto here right now for a climactic moment, that would actually be awesome. They can all go down with the ship. Like any good captain, which all xenomorphs have the honorary rank of, as decreed by me right now. Let's go.
Craft coupling malfunction. Service offline.
Ricardo.
Ripley, the Anesidora blast took out the orbital stabilizers. We're about to fall from the sky. I'm trying to contact the Torrens, but the comms are still locked. The ambulance you just docked is screwed. The Torrens is our only way off this.
Then that's what we have to do. The only way out is the way we came in.
Broadcast from the lane just updated.
Hello, Sevastopol. Can you respond? We just saw a ship blow on your starboard side, took out an entire orbital stabilizer array. We have no place to dock. Please, tell us what's going on in there. We can take survivors. I'll leave this channel open. Torrens out.
You know, it's in times like this that you realize we haven't been here all that long. All of this taking place pretty much over a single night. But where are we now? Because I'm not sure this is... Oh no, it is where we left from. It's just this door is closed on us. Or is it? I'm actually not sure where we are. Okay, let's just get out of here. I think we're on the other side of some place we've been. Right there. One thing about not being able to access the stuff when we went back that's good is that it assures me that we will have another chance. There we are. And we need an opportunity to save. But the next one is so far away. Through here, we're having to use all our upgrades to cut through. One thing I really like about the world design in this, one thing of many, is the way everything connects. It's not just each level is one set piece, it really gives you a sense of the space that you're in, that this was one cohesive environment. But I do remember this place now. And part of me wants to try scavenging, but I also know it's not a good idea. Yeah, we made an escape through here before. I'm still not sure if I haven't even been bothering with these things because I'm not sure if they unlock more than just the layout. Put me down. And we're right back here. where I know we are not safe, but we could come up through here and hit those doors, so that's convenient. Actually, kind of a good thing I came over here, or I would not have remembered. A chess game laid out. Like, all of this just looks so properly lived in, you know? When you look at an empty room, you can almost, like, see the moment everyone decided, hey, what's going on over there? And went to go see what's up, never to return. Nope. Ah, come on. That was really fast. You, and you. Picking something up now. And we got... Actually, I didn't see what we got. Something V3. Got... Oh, there's another ID tag. And a storage locker. Full of things we cannot really use, so... Yep, this was all worth the wait. You right here. I really should have been doing a lot of globetrotting in the time where there were no aliens, but I kind of think they've saved some of these crucial tool upgrades for afterwards for exactly that reason. At least this is a bit faster than it used to be. Actually, considering how many aliens are active right now, we haven't been seeing as many as there could have been. Which I suppose I should take as a blessing, but who knows how long that lasts. Alright, we need 2158. Go. But as before, it kind of doesn't matter. Oh, we got a better med kit. Yeah, this definitely would have been worth going back for. And a terminal.
Chief here. As requested, I've resubmitted my report for the removal of the transit system for use elsewhere, once Sevastopol's been closed off. I still don't see how it's possible. I know Seegson is trying to recoup as much investment as it can on this place, but the thing is trashed. Junctions have rusted through, major safety protocols have been ignored for years. It's a wreck. Nothing short of a miracle has stopped it killing off half the population.
I don't think I've really talked about this since the beginning, but, you know, all of these logs, for the most part, are about just the economic downfall and disrepair of this place in the years leading up to this event. Almost seems like this is just what finished it off. And I really like that. That's like a real cool thing in its sort of like dystopian futuristic setting where all the problems of Earth get carried into the wonders of space. I think we may be encountering a bit of a buggy-wuggy here. So let's not worry about that for now. There may be more I can do up this way. I see you there. And there's another thing. Alright, let's do this. This is gonna be another one of those difficult ones. Come on. You, and you. Oh god, oh my god, oh my god. Screw this place and everything about it.
Science officer's initial log. I've been installed on board the Nostromo. All the relevant paperwork has been signed, and I have access to the ship's Mother 6000 mainframe. Captain Dallas and the executive officer seem put out by my appearance, but that's perhaps to be expected. All that's left is to hope for a productive journey. Ash signing off.
I can't believe I didn't even have time to comment on it a second ago. Sigourney Weaver coming back and recording lines as Ellen Ripley for a video game. What an absolute triumph of a licensed game this is, in every aspect. And the best part is, they don't feel like just paycheck performances. They actually feel like they're putting in the effort and taking it seriously, which is a problem that I think a lot of video games in particular have. Like, even if they do manage to get the original cast, it's very much just like, you know, they come in and record for a day and then they're all good. Oh my god, that thing is here. Oh right, it's just through here. I guess we can go the other way if we have the torch upgrade. Okay, well, I'm happy to not spend any more time here. We got a lot done, actually. Yep, you die mad about it. More shotgun. I still find it really funny that the facehugger that started it all was completely obliterated by a shell about the size of its head. Can't do anything with this, meaning we're taking the long way around.
Seems security just came through. Guns in hand, not friendly. I had to hide under a desk.
What do they want?
The Torrens. They heard the broadcast. They want to contact it. I think they plan on taking it by force.
Can they?
No, comms are still out. Stay clear of them though. They're dangerous and desperate.
Well, that ain't good. May want to break my rule here. Goodbye. How about we just do this the monkey way and just run, run, run. Oh god, nope, there's too many of you. Well, we've goobed this. We done goobed it. Howdy, pal, there's just too friggin' many of them. Go around the cable. Get in. Goodbye, folks. I'm honestly surprised we came out of that no worse for wear. I wonder, are they smart enough to try and make their way down here? Probably not, but we are so far from our objective. I think we need to get through that control room. Alright, well, we've got the Flashbang Mark III. Maybe a security closet like this is the perfect place for a gear-up montage. What do you think? So many people still out here. Best bet? I toss down a flash where I need to go. It stuns who I need it to stun. And then, yep. Yep, and then we can run through and maybe find what we... Yep, through here. Through here, forget you. Yeah, you hear the movement. Follow it if you want, I don't care. I would very much like to take this save, even though you may be up shortly. And I swear I heard the alien. But whatever, we're away from them now. You guys might have company very soon, but it's not my problem anymore. You are a juicy pool of distractions is what you are. I can't believe I absolutely just monkeyed that whole thing. Just screeched and ran. That was an absolute gauntlet. There you are. Oh no, you're behind glass.
Ripley,
You okay?
listen. Marlow's permissions are still logged at this terminal. If we had the coordinates for the Torrens, we could align the transmitter dishes manually. Bypass Apollo completely.
There's an observatory near the comms array, right?
Yeah. We should be able to find the Torrens coordinates using that. I'll get the door for you.
Awesome. Also, anything else here that we may need? Human employee recreation. I'm sorry, but I need to cover all my bases. In fact, I recognize all of this as stuff that I messed with in the beginning. I just don't know what I should be more worried about right now, the alien or the humans. It's also kind of cool how, like, what you're most worried about shifts throughout the game. And it's not just because of what's more prominent in an area. It all comes down to your situation and what other considerations there are in the moment. just getting ready for if anybody wanted to be on board. I was suspicious of how long it was taking. And away we go. Man, this is a nightmare that just doesn't seem to end, does it? But that flashbang, that really came through for us. Nice wide area that seems like it blinded the people behind us as well, while having the courtesy to not blind me. But things have surely changed around here. I'm just grabbing these things out of habit at this point while ignoring them since, like, the beginning. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Can't get past the lockdown. Keep on it. That ship's out there waiting for us. Apollo won't let me in. Try your codes again. Okay. Okay.
So, what's my plan then? Do I want to mess with what you're messing with, or can I make my way through? Well, we do have vents we can access. That's one of the reasons why it's so important to have like a consistent space in a survival horror game like this. Because not only do you familiarize yourself with the layout, it allows you to sort of tell the story through the changing of what an environment means to you. Whether places can be safe and be rendered unsafe, and all kinds of things. Okay, let's slip on past. I mean, I wonder if it would be worth the risk to walk up to somebody and be like, listen, I have a plan. I am literally from the ship you're trying to contact. Of course, who knows if you want to bring these guys with you at this stage. In the beginning, it was very much a kill or be killed situation, but now a lot of these people are straight up feral. They seem to want the violence. Which makes sense, only the most ruthless will have survived by now. Are they the ones that did this? Like, just look at the corpses in this game. Look at their eyes. Like, that is a dead body in a way that a lot of games aren't really able to get across. But what am I messing with here? Oh, there's a ladder. Look at this all. You know, maybe no one can hear us scream, but that would be liberating under different circumstances, wouldn't it? Now, what are we doing? Right here. I'm not sure what... It says match input. Is this like a memory game, or... Oh, I see. I have to press enter on a thing, and that will cause it to stay. There we are. And now we have to come over here, and wait. WASD controlled docking alignment. Oh, I see! Yeah, it's like using the docking alignment indicator in Kerbal Space Program. There we go. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Ooh, that feeling when you realize it's not going down, you're raising up. Well, it feels good to be far from the raiding parties down below. Just all of this, it's so cool how it's a panic-based breakdown of society on board a space station. Like, it's doing societal upheaval in space, which is something that you just don't normally think of as possible. Okay, but let's get ready to line you up using you guys as indicators. And there we go.
Thank God. Ricardo, I found them.
Now you've got to align the dishes to the Torrens position manually.
Check. I'm going outside.
outside. Are we doing a spacewalk? Also, am I destroying my retinas? Answer, yes to both. But if these guys kill me, it's all of this again from the last save. Is there anyone closer? Not really. How am I getting out there? External communications. Is that gonna be me having to climb up and out?
I can unlock the entrance to the airlock from here. Give me a sec. There, got it.
Okay, but please give me a save at some point. I don't want to risk walking past them, but... The fact that all this is happening right under their noses... And I'm still really proud of myself for my non-killing humans record, even if the game might not see it as such. There we go. One thing I can't fault this game for that I do have a problem with in a lot of survival games, it does not starve you of checkpoints. Not really.
Required before using airlock.
Well, let's do it. You know, we've done this 3 times today, and in none of those instances has it been a good thing. Only this is the first time we've had this great of control over ourselves. God, this feels wrong. Can xenomorphs live in the vacuum of space? That's my next question. Hello? There we go.
Hurry! All hell's gonna break loose when Sebastopol starts to fall.
Look, we can actually see fires burning elsewhere. A reminder of the horror stories playing out all over this place. Look at this. It's only from up here that we can truly appreciate the vastness of this thing. And this was the cheap one. This was the one that's falling apart and left to the wayside being broken down for scrap. I can't tell if that was just weirdly shaped debris or if, yeah, it's weirdly shaped debris. I honestly thought there was a Xeno just kind of flying through space, which would have been really friggin' funny. I really hope there's not going to be any threat out here because I cannot use my tools. I need my tools. Ah, from here we should be able to wave to the armed goons in the comms bay. Hopefully they won't try to shoot from here. It won't end well for either of us. I wonder, like, if you tried to fire a bullet in space, what would be the science behind that? Like, would it be able to ignite? And presumably with no gravity, with no air resistance, it would just kind of keep going, right? Like, the range would be effectively infinite as far as it matters to you.
Punching the coordinates at the terminal.
Let's just appreciate this for a second. It is actually totally silent, except for our own breathing, the rattling of the station under our feet, and all the little bits of micro debris bouncing off our visor. and yet it's a walk in the park. This most dangerous of situations normally is the safest we've been all day. Remember when we had a whole room full of armed people that were ours that we could go back to? And now we have to sprint through rooms full of other armed people. No flashlight. No flashlight, which really leads me to believe there's awful things in here. There you go. Which means that any second now, we should be able to do these things and unlock the emergency clamp. Power up. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Don't mind me, everybody. You're just trying to kill me while I save the entire station multiple times. And doom it once, but you get the idea. And that should be good. This should enable us to get back to Torrens, but I think the dash out of here is going to be anything but easy. I've got to head back to that terminal and manually input the coordinates. I think maybe that'll be up there. But we are just so painfully slow, and it's not even that we're in a rush right now gameplay-wise, but we certainly are narrative-wise, and this thing has been so well crafted that I feel it. I mean, is this the atmosphere of this gas giant that we're grazing right now? Is that what's happening? Okay, move keys to get to the coordinates. All right, 3, 3, 5. No. Wait, I don't understand. It's telling me, first of all, look at these reflections in the visor, and second, coordinate conversion input A, 35. Oh, have I got to swing all the way back around? Bring it down to U. And now 75, so right back up. Oh, it is so slow. I just feel like any moment there's going to be like a working Joe that comes up behind me. Those guys can probably walk on this thing without a suit. Seems to be about right. And these voices are about to start voiding. Hey, look, 2 suns. Wait, no, it's cell replication. I'm sorry, I know this is a serious situation for everyone involved.
Torrens, this is Ripley on the station. Are you reading me, Verlaine?
Ripley, what the hell is going on over there?
Bad things, Torrens. There's an alien organism here. It's deadly. We need urgent extraction.
A what?
There's no time to explain. Please, Verlaine.
There's nowhere for us to dock, Ripley. The station's tearing free from its gravity mooring. I've seen a towing platform below the spaceflight terminal, but the Torrens umbilical isn't built for it.
You'll need to extend the tow platform clamp station side. Just get into position.
One shot at this. Just one shot. But hopefully we're nearing a conclusion here. Now we've got to walk all the way back. The objective creep here has been nothing short of deflating. Going from learning about the creature to trying to trap the creature to seemingly succeeding in killing the creature. And then it becomes stop the robot uprising, and then it becomes simply survive. Just get off by any means necessary. And now we're floundering at doing even that. Horror story is one where your day just keeps getting worse, and this has got to be one of the worst days out there. You know, I know it's bulky and hard to use, but maybe keeping the suit would be a good idea. I wonder if it stops bullets. Answer, I kind of doubt it. And we've seen how little help they are against facehuggers. I doubt a full-grown Xeno would be any different. Oh, I just noticed this ID tag over here. There we go. And let's get out of here.
Get ready to move. We're leaving. Ricardo? Ricardo, do you copy? Ricardo, come in.
I almost wanted you to live more than anybody else. Even if I wasn't optimistic at all. No sound or anything, which indicates... Well, really, the only thing I can think of is a tail barb through the back of the head. Oh! Oh! You're causing decompression. Neat trick. Neat trick. And there goes the slaughter. Well, I was hoping you guys would play nice, having seen my heroics, but I guess it's not to be.
Please attend your assigned evacuation point and await instructions.
So what do I do now? I'm not hearing anything on my motion tracker. Now I am. Oh god, there's more than one. There's more than one and they saw me. Or did they? I honestly cannot tell. Going through the vents is going to be my only bet, but how am I making it through that? I can't even poke my head out the door to toss a noisemaker without them seeing me. Also, having a noisemaker equipped means I don't have the flamethrower. Alright, now maybe I can try it. I don't know what happened to my other noisemakers. I made 2 earlier. You gave a last stand, and you are not engaging with the thing. Let me through, let me through. In please. Thank you. Flamethrower. We out. Goodbye. This sucks. I hate it all. Are there still 2 of you? Just 1 as far as I can see. Man, that guy actually did a last act of defiance. That was kind of brave. I'll tell people about your story, sir, unless I forget. You're out there. In fact, you're going the way I'm going, which is irritating. Very irritating. What does one do about a you? Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, and I'm gonna have more to say. about that later, but for now, I hate you. Elevator. Elevator. Elevator! See, this is the most important thing, I think, about Amanda Ripley's terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. The fact that it just keeps going on, the fact that nothing keeps working, the fact that you are endlessly pursued by this thing, and it is so difficult to do anything as long as it's around. You're not just scared of it, you friggin' hate this thing. Which is part of what allows this story to pace itself the way that it does.
Ricardo? Oh, God. Ricardo. Oh, no.
Christ. Well, there's gonna be even more of these things soon. Goodbye. Please don't have seen me. Please don't have seen me. I don't even know where I'm going. I guess out and to the left? No? Or maybe that's all I can do. I don't know. Are the other guys still downstairs? That's going to be another big question. Oh, getting out of here is not going to be easy. We need to go. Oh, yeah, just change direction. Awesome. Goodbye. Not a ton I can really do about that, is there? Wait, no. Wrong way. Entirely the wrong way. We've got to stay quiet. Collecting more things as we go. Into the dark, constantly checking the map to see what's needed. I think you're out there. And I can already hear that, yes, those guys are down there. But maybe we'll have a little bit of backup this time around. I can hear it thudding in my right ear. You're coming up the stairs. I think you're just out of vision. Yep. I just need this save. I just so desperately need this one save that's right next to me. Oh, you have gotten up to work, have you? Oh my god, no. Oh, come on. Oh, come on! What? What? What a time to introduce the hold your breath mechanic in the second before you kill me. That is... oh my god. I'm hoping that that's you killing guys downstairs, because I can hear that they are there. I mean, you're making things easier for me. You are. And now you're making things harder. I mean, the more of these guys are dead, the better, I agree. But, you know, when I hire a plumber to do a job, he doesn't live in my bathroom after that, you know? Look at you. You were alive when last I was here. Let's take all that. Right this way. I think we got this earlier? I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, we got that. That was all the androids going bad. And here... Oh, no, we can't have gotten this one. We can't have gotten this one because it's locked behind an access tuner. That sucks. That sucks that you're around. You know, I really don't like how you'll just abruptly change direction like that. Come on. We actually did not come out of that too badly, but I'm guessing you'll be back to this exact same spot. Those times where it does not pay to use the terminals. Okay, you, and you, and you, and you, and you. You're actually not coming straight back, which is nice. Door access, got it. And there's Joe. And there's an alien. Hey, maybe you guys can... I already know you guys won't solve each other. Actually, letting you out of there... Oh, you know what? You could have served as a nice distraction while this place was all the other guys. Let's find out if you path the same way as before. No. I'm running low on flamer fuel. Maybe now's the time. There's a locker here. None. Stun baton charge, that's something. Let's just wait and see where we're going. It's a long way out still, a long way out. Wait, there's a vent here. Which way does this go? Which way does this go? To the left? Left is the way I need to go. I hadn't seen this before. Alright, we could be onto something here. I do love it when you just, like, find something that's exactly what you need in the moment. Here's why. Here's why we couldn't before, but this is gonna make noise, isn't it? Especially if you're right there. Let me go back, let me go back, let me go back, let me go back! Okay, so this is the first time it's gotten me killed, but I have noticed a distinct tendency to randomly switch weapons on me. Normally it happens when I'm not looking, like I'll just go to hold right click and find out I'm using something different from what I had last. Now, where are we going from here? It didn't really get us too far, honestly. I hear you stomping. Make sure the flamethrower is selected. Like, at this point, it just becomes pure mechanics, which, you know, once you realize how the game works, it becomes very easy to just do stuff like that. Alright, now where to from here? Out and to the right. Fine. You know what? Fine. We had the upgraded things anyway, and you just killed yourself. Yeah, you have fun with that. In the meantime, we'll take our meds, which heals us all the way. A lot more bang for our buck, which wasn't a lot of buck to begin with. Things like that in the noisemaker are super cheap. You guys are just everywhere now, aren't you? Find a way for the Torrens to dock. We desperately need this save. Maybe we'll use one of our noisemakers. No, I think we can, reckon we can make that corner. Will you do the thing where you pull us in front of it, or can we save from here? I think you will, because of the animation. You don't say hostiles nearby, so that distinction is utterly worthless. Yep, goodbye. Later, tater. I could flashbang you. I could do it. Smoke bomb. Molotov would be fun, but kind of a waste. I actually don't have much incentive to care if you see me, because our save was right here. Don't mind me.
Can't remember the last time I slept.
Oh, you'll sleep soon. Don't you worry. Is this a door? No. There's a lot of really pointless construction here. Alright. Alright, so we gotta do something with your whole area. Probably that door right there. Is that what you want?
Hey, you! Look, I don't know you. So turn around now. You really in such a hurry to die?
I will say that is really cool enemy design. Variety of interactions. Some of you will shoot on sight, some of you will ward me away. I hadn't really given you guys enough time of day to allow that, but I am gonna have to flash bang you now. Actually, it may not even be... It's enough. You know, that shot was enough, just not in the way you thought. Now I'm only seeing one thing on motion tracker. Transit monitoring or maintenance. Which do we want? Nope. I know that that's a dead end. Wow, that is quite a lean you've got there, Ripley. There you go. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, all the waiting around for you to leave before I can do an objective, it gets tedious. So I'm just gonna do that to you. And then we'll... passcode required. Probably something we get from maintenance, right? But you're probably gonna kill me while I'm doing this. Good thing that save is over there, and I don't have to be invested at all. Yep, there you are. Come on, let me out. You didn't see me? Not that it much matters. Okay, we're gonna use a noisemaker here. And toss this all the way down there. Which way are you gonna go? You're not even... Are you even reacting to it? There you go. Okay, we... Out. Goodbye. Now, what goodies did we get from this? Answer a whole lot of tools and none of them useful. But there is a terminal. Maybe it has the passcode. Maybe I need to make more noisemakers. I actually can't make more. Code for repair job. Hey Myers, my shift's over and I'm clocking off. If you turn up to the repair system in the next 3 hours, I won't be here, so the code you need is 1851. 1851, because that's the year it is. Hang on.
This is Sinclair. You guys took too long down there. I had to power down this facility and take the last transit. We can't afford to keep the sanctuary wide open. All it'll take is one creature to get in, and all the supplies and weapons we've taken will come to jack shit. Me and mine are gonna sit this out till the rescue comes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but when you started chasing after a ship that'll never come, you broke with the plan. Sinclair out.
We've heard so much about you, but I don't think we've directly encountered you yet. Well, the alien seems to have left, so let's have a read. Actually, wait, I think after we get these, I think there's a place where we can look at them again. Is it in... Yeah, archive logs, okay. We'll read that at a later time. And no, you're actually moving off beyond the edge of this. You know what? Fine by me. 1851. I heard the door closing next to me, but I wasn't sure if it was opening. Here we are. Somewhere. No, seriously, what does this do for me? Well, besides give me an opportunity to save. My pacifist run has really been tested by the fact that it relies on a lot of people getting themselves killed. It's like they don't know how this thing works after all this time. You know, it's about this time that I realized normally we would get some Ricardo dialogue, and there's just none. Oh. Oh! Bit of a waste of flamer fuel, but it's probably better this way, considering anything else would have made too much noise. Alright, we need to get a lot of materials, because we don't have the basics anymore.
I got here when they were sealing the sanctuary. I don't know what I expected. Maybe they changed their mind and let me in. Maybe they'd shoot me dead. They shut the door in my face. I can hear movements from the floor below me. I haven't got long. Sinclair and his people have Sevastopol's food supplies and much of its weaponry. But I heard the voices of children too. I'd wondered where the children had gone. Perhaps they can keep these monsters from them. I hope they do.
But I wouldn't get my hopes up. Alright, initialize transit system. We're behind glass, so we're probably meant to watch something horrible happen. Go. Oh god, this is gonna be just like the beginning. Us with our back to the wall and just desperately waiting for something to arrive. There. And we wait. Yep, here you come. That shadow, I keep thinking it's you every time I see you around the corner. Here you come. Here you come. Goodbye, we out. Later. I have a feeling you were just about to drop down from that vent. Sometimes you let these things go on for a disturbingly long time before you go to the next area. A disturbingly long time. So long, in fact, there's no load screen, oh my god. That's the worst. Alright, where are we now? Back to Spaceflight Terminal.
Ripley, we're about to move into position for the auto-umbilical dock sequence. We'll be dark on comms until we've matched the decaying orbit of the station and are in position. We're just waiting on you to extend the towing platform clamps. I don't know how you sweet-talked me into this.
Well, maybe I shouldn't have.
Pre-hypersleep health checks have been performed on the entire crew, including, after some persistence from the engineer staff, the ship's cat. Everyone regular, present, and correct. sat out in the report I've just logged with Mother. I have a little more work to do setting up my equipment and initializing systems, but otherwise, we're ready to go.
That's true, the cat was the real hero of the story. But please give me a save. Any sort of save. Is there anything of use down here either? I mean, like, every instinct is telling me to just keep going. But I know there's stuff to find, and I know I'm not going to be able to keep going if I don't have enough stuff. It's been in abundance throughout the entire game, but no longer. Through here should be the way to go. And thankfully, the alien has been mercifully leaving me alone for a while. I mean, I was thinking before, would it have been better to just flashbang that guy and not let the alien deal with him? But a flashbang would have brought trouble anyway. Get out. Get out. Press E to traverse. I don't know why I find that so funny. You know what's no laughing matter is getting in your daily saves. 4 out of 5 doctors agree it's the best way to continue your existence. The other one died before a checkpoint. Sounds good to me. I've been trying for a while. It could come out right here. What about this way? What if we backtrack? Well, there's shotgun shells that it's loading me up on a bunch of. Still not entirely sure if the shotgun is any good against these industrial Joes. But it may be one of those things where we just end up running past them. Do we have any idea where we're going? Only half of one. Oh, I don't see you now.
Emergency. Please attend your assigned evacuation point and wait for your synthetic emergency.
I mean, I guess it's sort of good news that the station is on fire, right? Means that all these things will be dead soon. They've exhausted their own food supply. That's not cover. That's simply not cover. I feel like I'm standing behind a very narrow tree right now. Be honest, you're toying with me. Leave, please. There we go. Wow, you took the roundabout route. We could go for this. Passcode required. Screw it. Oh, there's a key card inside. Look, all the cans rolling up and down the table. We got a stun baton. Are you necessary? Oh my god, there is simply no time to read all this. Okay, well, 1984 is the passcode. And is anyone there? It's Denver. I'm back with supplies, but I'm locked out and nobody's answering. What happened? Was there an attack? It's getting worse out here. You have to let me back inside now. My wife is in there. She'll tell you who I am. I have the supplies. Someone please answer me. Last stand, Sinclair. Medonka, we rounded up everyone we could and are camped out in the rec room. The security system we discussed is rigged up, but you won't be able to get in the old way. We caught a stranger sneaking in. After a couple of hours, he confessed who let him in, and we threw them both out. We've only got limited space and supplies here, and we've got to control who gets in. If they want in, they've got to bring something to the table. What you need is in the usual place. I don't want to say here, but you'll know what I mean. I changed the code to 1984. Use what you find there. Of course, we'll need to make sure you've got the supplies you promised us, but we'll check you upon entrance. I'm sure you've got what we need. After all, I vouched for you. Don't make me regret it. Jake. You made it, and by then it didn't matter. I just can't help but think that he probably had it anchored in his head that this group he was working for was an institution, that they were home base and they weren't going anywhere. Okay, but that's a lot of things. We got a key card. Question now is, where are we using it? Oh my god, I hate you. Right there, how about? How about we take less time to do this, too? I'm sorry, did you leave while I was doing that? You just say, oh, sorry, I'm interrupting. Oh, hey! Never mind, there you are. You're like, oh crap, I missed my cue. Came in too early. And then it was like, there we go, big moment. Thank you. You restored some level of cinema to this adventure. Now, saves. Saves. Spare change for saves. I can. Oh my god, come on. Howdy. Oh, you decided to be upfront about it this time. Yeah, just put one of those things up there where they aren't normally. Normally they're only in the big hallways. In the dark, where I can't see it. What do I even do about this when you're there? Because, like, there's no choice but to walk under it. In fact, it looks like a completely different type of thing. There was no drool or anything. So which way am I supposed to be going? Like, that's the problem, is exploration, progression. I never know which is which. Okay, well, this goes a ways. Stuff we need. Alright, more flamethrower fuel. That's our lifeblood, essentially. Our health bar might as well be our flamer fuel. I can never tell what's progression and what's exploration in this, and there's not always an opportunity to go back, really. The thing is, the very nature of the mechanics really discourages exploration, which isn't the worst thing by itself, but when you're trying to be a completionist... Next time we stop, we'll have a look at the journal entry. You're back. Maybe. Hide in there. Looks like... And this whole place is starting to be lumpy in its architecture. Like, the hallways are actually starting to twist and bend. Which means this place is in far worse shape than it was when we got here. Oh, save. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Charge pack. Those charge packs are some of the most valuable things in the game, because half the things that use them all. No getting through here, but we can vent around. So who's left? Like, what named characters are still alive that we know? Everyone we came here with has died. Taylor and Samuels, Marlow, Waits, Ricardo. Literally everyone. The only one we haven't confirmed the fate of is Sinclair. Or at least I don't think so, not to my memory. He was talked about as if he was alive when we hid from his goons earlier. Oh, hello, hello. Nope, 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 nope. Just a little puff. That's all we need for you. Can we stomp you? You like to hide in amongst the boxes, which makes you a little jump scare every time.
If you're listening to this, and you're on the team, we've sealed the habitation sanctuary. There's one way in, one way out. I've still got raiding parties heading out to loot supplies and weapons, but it looks like we shut it off just in time. The Sikhs and synthetics have started moving away from their stations. I've seen a trail of strangled bodies in public areas.
Yeah, sorry if that interrupted the subtitles, but there's still plenty of time. So you went to great effort to shut this all down, and now it doesn't matter because everyone's dead anyway. Oh, right here. Alright. It's not always easy to see things in the dark if it weren't for that glow. It's all very low contrast, which... Don't get me wrong, the look works. But it can make it very hard to see stuff.
Evacuate station. This is not a drill.
What are you gonna do? It's your move, bucko. I know what I want to do. It's gonna hinge on your move. Okay. Punch you in. And we're going straight into the vents. Oh, hey, look, I just saw you teleport. Saw you teleport. Saw you do it. This way. You go. We're moving around in the vents while an alien is moving around in the vents, so that's all kinds of awesome. Interference abound. You open the door. Well, I open the door, but you get the idea. Which means you can just easily run right through. Where are we going now? The answer, very far away. Hostiles nearby, yes, I know. But I don't wanna leave 1 second to repeat. Because nothing kills enthusiasm like trying to do something for the second time. Let's go. Let's keep moving and hope we can stay ahead of you. Make sure to check all these wall things. I don't hear you anymore. These ain't gonna open. Am I even going the right way? Presumably I've got to work my way all the way back, right? Well, this is open now. And it looks important. It's safe here. What about this room? Oh, hey! Howdy! What's good? Why did it switch my thing? I would like it if you would leave. I'm not a fan of your work. And I think it would be best for everyone. That was a custom animation. I think you were scripted there. Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious. So now the thing is we gotta make our way back in the dark. That's your hole! You saw me through the window, didn't you? There goes all our flamer fuel. It's one of those times when it might be better to reload. When we have to rely on our flashlight, things get a lot more dangerous because it means you can effectively see us from around a corner, right? You just have us going back and forth all the time. I'm only saving because it staggers the saves on its own. Oh, come on, it saw me. It saw me. It saw me. Well, we can't do this again. It would probably be better just to reload. But I'll keep trying. It's 1, 2. I can hear it behind me. 3. I'm actually willing to just die. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. And this time it doesn't show up at all, so, like... Yeah, there are many times, that's like a criticism of this, is that there are many times where you are better off save scumming rather than try to salvage a bad situation. I hear you... I think I saw you out there for just a brief moment. Wait. Music, what are you doing? Am I supposed to be running? It seems a lot like I'm supposed to be running. But I'm not having to? That could change momentarily. In fact, I'd say it's likely. Oftentimes in this, the music, and I'm not sure how dynamic it's supposed to be, does not match the actual happenings. That's a cool looking axe. Oh, hey! Howdy! Oh. You're gonna appear beside me, ain't ya? I know your tricks. Move, please. Get on out of here, you little scamp. And in we go. And out we go. Oh, never mind. I guess we're not going to get to listen to that because the in-game sounds cut off the subtitles and I can't hear anything over the music. Well, we'll get it when we come to a stop. I'm sorry, we'll come back to that as soon as the music isn't deafening. Oh god. Oh my god! That happened? I'm a survivor. I'm nothing if not a survivor. I said this game has more false endings than Return of the King, and we've had a false ending since then. So please don't do us another one. God, we have no flamethrower fuel. We need to rely more on other equipment now. Save. Oh, I know where we are. This is where we first entered. It's in a much worse state, but here we go. Okay, we must be reaching the conclusion. You don't bookend things coming out the same way you went in, unless you're nearing that ending. But hey, let's kill the pacing a little bit further by looking at some of the documents we haven't had time to look at. Tomorrow Together, number 4, by Sebastian Sieg. With the guidance of key Siegs and executive talent, Sebastopol has become an outpost of progress, a trade hub, a vibrant community, and the beating heart of the Siegs and synthetic solution. Sebastopol is the primary off-planet site for the development, sales, and maintenance of Siegs and androids. From Sebastopol's unique position in the cosmos, we can ship our range of working Joes wherever they're needed in colonial space, within months, not years. I'm literally looking at the burning wreck of that dream through the terminal. Well, this works out, doesn't it? We can go downstairs and have a look at that flight log. Right now, it's actually surprisingly calm, just like the beginning, even in spite of the changed ambiance. But now we've finally got the upgraded ion torch and the means to get in. I wonder if this isn't going to be something super important, because it's been teasing us for the entire game, literally the first one we observed from the moment we arrived. EMP3.
This is Dallas. I'm about to broadcast the Nostromo report packet back to the Sol system before we hit the pods. Nearest open relay station looks to be Sevastopol. All things being well, you'll hear from us once we reach the edge of Sol. Don't miss us too much. Dallas out.
I mean, it's almost... I don't even know what to say about that. Literally the scariest audio in the world if you know what it means, and nothing at all if you don't. Okay, I can't hear what you're saying at all, so I guess I'll just do my best to read it out myself. Blood on my hands. Sinclair. Last will and testament of some guy you don't give a crap about. We couldn't keep them out. My wife is dead. My children have been taken. I tried, but I couldn't stop them. They broke through our defenses. There's so much blood on my hands. This is for the rescue party. For Siegson, or I don't know. Whoever has to clean up this mess. We held out in here as long as we could. You didn't come fast enough. You screwed it. Just send in the Marines or blow this place up. Take these creatures back to hell. Well, I may not be a Marine, but I'll try. Seems like that's all but an inevitability anyway. I think the way it's leading me is that we're gonna have to go out through this same vent that we took all the way back in the beginning. Never mind, that's locked too. The objective leads me down here, so now I truly don't know where I'm going. I gotta say, it may seem like an anticlimax, but I actually really like the way they handled Sinclair's character. Presumably we're not going to meet him at this point, but that means he's a character who only existed throughout all of this through notes and slim encounters with his people. But ultimately, in the end, he was just more meat. Despite being hyped up as like one of the biggest, baddest bosses in this place, in the end, even he realized that he was trying to do what he thought was necessary, and in the end, it was all for nothing. It may seem like faint praise, it may seem like a basic thing, but I really appreciate how fleshed out all the human characters are in this game. How you've got some really bad people, but it's really only down to the things they do. None of them seems like they enjoy making these decisions that's going to get a bunch of people killed. You can see why all of them believes it to be necessary, and in some sense they are probably right. You can disagree with their methods, but you can't disagree with their intentions. I was initially going to call it here. I had closed off the recording and everything, but I think I might actually be very close to the end. To be honest, I was all set and ready for another fake out, but okay, I see what we need to do. But it's something I've always really liked, you know, connecting the ending to the beginning. It's the kind of thing that makes you reflect on how far you've come, of everything that's happened to you up until this point, which is really, it's what you want from a conclusion. It's the kind of thing that makes you take inventory and realize that you've been through a lot, that it's given you your money's worth, I suppose. It can be easy to forget that when you think back and all you see is hiding under desks. But there's gotta be one more hardship in store for us, at least one. I can, but I'm not sure if I can respond, and I don't want to try running. Do we maybe want a suit? Alright, I'll run.
Elaine, can you hear me?
You clearly want me to.
Are you close enough for radio contact? I'm here!
Thank God, I hear you. I need you to extend the dog cradle plants quickly. There are two. Should be close by.
Alright. There is... Okay, there's a vent we can get into right there. That's important. My motion tracker is going off. I heard it. Bad file. Stability alert. Disruption to orbital stabilizers has been confirmed. Yeah, nothing really worth seeing there. But locked. We need a thing. And we need to learn the lay of the land. I think it's time we stopped running. No, literally, I think it's time we stopped running because the alien will hear us and we have no flamer fuel. Alright, where are we going? Corpse. Corpse here. computers over there that don't appear to be on. Oh, but those do. Vents in the ground. Actually, there's a lot of vents around here, which is not inspiring confidence. Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? There. There. There, come on. There. And now are we doing that thing over there? No, it has not turned on. And this hiding space didn't work well for someone in the past, but I'm seeing cables going down there, so that's where we're going. Yep. Remember, we have no flamethrower. These cables stretch off to infinity. By infinity, I mean around the corner, which is what that means in this place. Right here. Thank you. Now, can we pop up in the same place, or is something going to throw a wrench in that? Question, if there is a xenomorph in the vents, will shotgun blasts to the face do something about it? Because we've got plenty of that. Hasn't been much purpose for it in a while. You're 100% up there, though. When you're not moving at all, that's how we know. Can we make a noisemaker? We can only make one more. Hopefully that's the last one we ever need to build. Question is, do we use it now? And would it be wise to find a place to save during all this? Okay, higher stakes now. There we go! Great time to finally get it in one. Alright, should be possible now. Flamer ready. This will be our final chance. You're up there. You're up there. Get in. Get in. Get in. I don't know where exactly you're at is the problem. So I think maybe, even though it shouldn't matter in as roaring a fire as this, let's toss it over there. I don't even see it. I don't even see it. Okay, come on. Initialize docking clamp. There you go.
Relay, the docking clamps are engaging.
Oh, sure, there's always a thing. There's always some sort of thing, isn't there? A thing I can do? Put a thing in a thing and make a thing thing? God. That noisemaker ain't doing anything for me now, is it? Can't build more. Personnel umbilical. Maybe I can go down. Nope, nope, I can't go down there. That would be a poor plan. Right. The wibbliness caused by the fire made it look like the door was opening at first to the locker. Maybe something was coming out of it. Nope, flamethrower, not revolver. Swear to God, if you drop down right now. Thank you. Lifesaver.
Relay, there is no personnel umbilical. It's long gone. What? Wait, I think I can use the maintenance rig instead. If I can find an EVA suit, I can still get to you. Be careful, Ripley.
Okay, well I know about the EVA suits. Remember before when I said that maybe we should put that on? Bad path. I can now confirm that all Sebastopol systems are operational, and blah 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 is no longer degenerative. My thanks to the tow team. We're open for business. Good luck, everyone. Good job, all. Oh! You know what would be cool to have around a place like this? A place to save. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. Come on, it's never been this critical. Thank you. Okay, that saves us a lot of time if we die!
That's it.
We actually had to come back and do this. And now... Molotov at the ready, that's all we've got. Howdy. Bowdy. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, at least that works. Question now is, can we get around you? Yep. 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 We get all these searchables. And we just need that EVA suit. Of course, you're right there! Come on! Oh, we just set ourselves on fire to buy us precious moments. There we go. Alright. But it worked. Can't say that's not what survival horror is all about. But we're gonna need something a little bit more. We can make you. We cannot make any more noisemakers. We've only got one. Swear to God, if you just run right in here. Your behavior can be so inconsistent at times, it's unreal. Alright, noisemaker. At the ready. What's our path out? We need the stairs to be directly in front of us. We need to know precisely where you are. I'm gonna toss it in the opposite direction from where you are. You gonna go towards that? Really like it if you did. And we are going to use that opportunity to slip on by. Gimme. 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 Oh god, I would be climbing into here and closing the door behind me and suiting up inside. Howdy. Howdy! I knew it couldn't be that easy. This is very bad. This is very bad. Have we already been face hugged?
Fuck.
It seems highly probable that we've been face hugged. Oh, come on. Reminder, we have no flamethrower. None. Oh my god. Okay, dead. More, we have some now. But I hear more squishiness. Let's load that up. It's still probably not enough to do anything with. But nothing immediately came to kill us after we were brought down here. This thing is definitely getting off the station, and the worst part is, where the reason why. I don't see any other outcome at this point. More flamer. Like it if you'd hurry up and load. You're an interesting looking one. Is that just the shading or what? Where are we going? Through here. More fuel. They're getting us ready for something. Okay, hitboxes. You just hide in amongst the environment. I don't feel safe reloading right now. Because the whole point of this crawling is very clearly to focus our view at what's in front of us. Oh! Oh my god. Go away, please! That's it. That's all we've got. Is this actually supposed to be gameplay? It was because I had the flashlight on that you turned around. Okay, let's just follow you out then. You have absolutely wrecked the transit system. Among other things, I suppose. Like my insides, most probably. Please let there be someplace I can go. No! It's okay, you didn't take health damage. Go, 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 go. And at this point, I know we're on a mad dash to doom humanity. That's all we're doing at this stage. Please, fuel somewhere. Fuel anywhere. There's some more, okay. Put that in, that buys us one good use. I thought maybe this would be the combat section where we're just up against the facehuggers, but I guess not. And I paid the price because of my flashlight. Saves. Saves anywhere? Nope, just more revolver. Oh my god!
Just let me make it through here.
Where am I actually going? Through here? This doesn't look like you can walk through it. Oh. Oh my god!
Too close.
Okay then. How is this? Oh, I see. It's actually knocking down those barriers, but why is it? This isn't making sense to me, but whatever. The barriers make no sense to me. Drop down. There's stuff everywhere. And hi. I hope this thing is running over Xenos down the line. Let's go. Climb up, climb up, climb up. In there. It's gotta be it. Through. Man, there weren't this many trains running while the place was active. No upgrade here. We can go into the vents. We have to get back to the airlock. Can we make our way further down? I don't think so. Even though the airlock is apparently right there. So there's nothing up here. We can't go down that way, even though, according to the map, it's right there, our objective. So, into the vents with us. No time to argue. And, yep. Die. Nope, die! I said die! We are not gonna have enough ammo if this keeps up. It's just, I don't know, there's a real feeling I'm feeling knowing how this ends at this point. Also, it's just kind of allowing our flashlight to do whatever it wants. I was on no battery for a while there. Alright, so the way this works is we drop down and then this thing collapses and we fall a really long way. Yep. Unless we make it out. Or do whatever you just did? What? You keep climbing back down. I mean, I kind of thought holding on to it would be the smart thing to do here, but maybe we're meant to actually break the locks? Wait, I saw a thing. Oh, we can climb down. It didn't look like there was any space at all. Awesome. Yeah! Okay, we need to look for a way out of this. There we go. And we're back.
Please tell me. What do you need me to do?
Get out the airlock and EVA over to the maintenance platform. There are explosive bolts on the emergency release. Hurry! Sebastopol is going fast.
Won't let you down.
Just tell me what you need me to do. She is 1,000,000,000% done with all of this. But there's always just one more thing. Okay, EVA suit. Oh, I needed to use a different one. Watch the same thing happen again. Maybe the chest burster gets a chest burster and dies inside me. You know, this was a couple years after Prometheus. Maybe we could even try for some surgery. Where are you at? Oh my god. But this has just gotta work. We can't use our tools here. What a contradiction, this whole place literally descending into the depths, falling apart, fires and sirens everywhere. And in the vacuum of space, it's so calmly silent. It's only our own breath that betrays the horror of it all. Gotta admire the scale of it all, don't you? Let me out. Oh, we are completely injured. Even our camera is hobbled. Well, every instinct screams at us to hurry. Let me guess, Space Xeno. That would be the icing on the cake.
I'm here, Verlaine. There should be 2 priming mechanisms to unlock the manual release. I see them.
How do I use them, though? Keycard required. Number 1, in you go. And now we just need the other. Oh my god, we are in such horrible shape. We deserve to make it, and I know we won't. I mean, sometimes it takes a while, but we were unconscious. So why would they not show us otherwise?
Are you
do what you need to do. And please don't let this be a mini game, because I did not get to read that. One. Yeah, and meanwhile, I can feel that thing looking at me this entire time. Two. It's also agonizingly, fastly slow. This is like a nightmare, knowing that when you look up, it's right there. And yet it's all just, like, painfully plodding along. And we're hooked in, and so is our friend, I'm guessing. And another. We're tethered in place. You won't be missed.
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge.
We know we're not safe. It's just, I want to feel relief, but I can't bring myself to. I know that there's probably a chestburster in me, but even if there's not, well, if I survived that, who's to say some of them didn't land right on top of us? Not to mention all the time we were docked. All this just to get right back to where we started. Man, that image, you know, they say the best time to get away with your life in pacing horror, obviously, is right when you're about to get caught, right when you feel the fingers on the back of your neck. Even in all the close calls, there's never been one as close as a whole gang of xenomorphs staring us right in the face.
Verlaine?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! We just shot ourselves out the airlock. All we can hope for is one last mutual F you. But maybe there's rescue after all? Oh my god, so that was Alien Isolation. And what can I say? As far as movie games go, this might be the best one ever made. I mean, I'll admit, it got a little tedious at times. It's just inherent to the nature of patrolling enemy games. And certainly, some tension is lost when you die, which, especially on hard, was happening to me a lot. There were a lot of segments where I was just kind of like reloading and hoping for luck, because it just wasn't working for me. But it is a masterclass in tension when it does work, and it's got probably the best patrolling enemy mechanics of any game simply because it gives you so much agency in the way it goes. It gives you a lot of tools, each of which have multiple uses, and because there's so many complex systems, both of the ships and of the different types of enemies, it gives you a lot of freedom in how you want to approach these things, and even for creative solutions, which is very much in line with how Alien works. I mean, backing into the airlock and slamming that button at the end, that's not only a thing in a cutscene, that's kinda how you play the game. You're always trying to buy yourself just a few more seconds, and as far as the story goes, it's just that idea constantly getting more difficult as things go from bad to worse. Things look like they're as bad as they possibly can be when you arrive, and it almost seems quaint by the end. Like, it's just a constantly deteriorating situation until you think you've done it all, and you think you've finally beaten this threat. It lets you... That's something that's really interesting about this game, is that it lets you think that you've destroyed the one alien for a long time, like a few hours of playtime, which is a really bold choice. And then it just yanks it all away from you and makes you realize the problem is so much worse than you thought.
With a little luck.
Oh, did you hear that? They're actually incorporating Sigourney Weaver's final monologue from the movie into the end credits song. I love that, and, well...
The network will pick me up.
I guess that's precisely what happened to us at the end, although whether that's a good thing or a bad thing for the world at large kind of depends on your interpretation, because this never got a sequel. I think one might have been planned at one point, I'm not sure. I know it has DLCs, but I'm not sure if that was ever explored. Point being, you can just feel the love for it in every aspect of this, in the world design, in the way it plays, in the way the characters are done, in the effort they've gone to get the original voice cast, and it's just, you can tell it came from a real place of appreciation for the source material, and more importantly, understanding of the source material, and that's why this feels like such a worthy entry in the franchise. And there we are, the Nostromo cast themselves, aka the cast of the movie. Although I guess Ian Holm maybe didn't do the voice, yeah, just provided the likeness. Although I believe he was still alive at the time this game came out. Sigourney Weaver as Ellen Ripley. That was the one thing where I was like, there's no way they actually got her. But yeah, it was a blast. And to be honest, even though I had some annoyances with it, especially towards the end, it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. Like, I remember spending an absurd amount of time just hiding under tables and dying and reloading when I played it back in 2015, and that would have been on normal. I just went through this on hard, and I wasn't really stuck on any one particular part for a hugely long time. I don't know, maybe it is just the Ash threshold being rewarded. That's actually really brilliant if that's intentional. Because, look, you're going to spend a lot of the time hiding and making sure that the alien doesn't know where you are, but that is a slow-going way to do it. If you start really playing aggressively and using your materials and using the systems, in other words, in playing like Ripley, you can actually go through much faster and be none the worse for wear. You're actually encouraged by the gameplay to cross the Ash threshold at a certain point, and the pacing of it may actually depend on when a particular player gets there, but I think just about everyone will get there sooner or later. I'm also going to slip this in afterwards, because since finishing this, I've had a conversation with Elster about it, and we came to the really cool conclusion that, obviously the major theme in this is people being exploited by companies that claim to be driving everyone forward, and yet leaving behind those it doesn't need anymore. Now, in the movie, Ash, a corporate android, describes it as a perfect organism, but perfect by what metric? I mean, that seems like a really weird thing to say, considering it doesn't really seem to do much besides kill and reproduce. But really, that's what a company does, isn't it? All they're interested in is endless growth, and it doesn't care who gets cast aside or who gets hurt in the process. It's all about getting bigger and bigger, really for its own sake, to no ends. I love the way Elster put it to me, which is that as much as we grow to truly despise the alien, it's not doing this out of any sense of evil or malice. It is simply getting more bodies so that it can grow itself, so that it can create more eggs, so that it can expand the species. And that's exactly what Siegson and what Weyland-Yutani have done. It's using people up for their own growth. Which is why it's so fitting that in the Alien franchise, our main representatives from these companies are usually not even the people themselves, not even the executives, but androids. Androids who are so cold and unfeeling, always serving the company's interests while still having that veneer of friendliness, of being part of the team. And then you have the androids, which represent, well, I guess the greater scope villains, the corporate suits in charge of all this, and completely calculating and rational, but out of touch, not really seeing the reality for what it is, trying to accomplish objectives which have long since lost all their meaning. I've got to reflect on the fact that it does a really good job of hitting all the beats of the movie. Even though it is telling an original story, and it never really feels too much like fan service, like it all feels natural in story, it still has the long period of time where there's only the one xenomorph. It's got the paranoia, it's got the crafting, it's got the moment where we actually get to find the wreck, and it's the same wreck from the original movie. It's more or less the same scene, just, readapted for this. But it's not retconning anything. And then we even move on to Aliens, where there's just tons and tons of them, only we're not a space marine. It just means that our life has gotten a whole lot worse. It knows what the fans want, is what I'm getting at, and I think it's a pretty good horror game, but it's objectively a great Alien game, and that's going to be the biggest takeaway. I may return to do some of the DLCs. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've heard that there's some where you actually play the events of the original movie directly, so maybe I'll give that a look. But come on, you! Yeah, right here. Get head popped. Figured I could use a little bit of a therapy session after everything we've just been through. And, well, it may not be the best way to handle an alien property, but it sure feels good. Oh yeah, shut up you, I don't care. And if you like this series, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, this link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.